The United Nations General Assembly designated 9th December as an International Anti-Corruption Day in a bid to recognize corruption as a global threat. In preparation for this particular day, the Anti-Corruption Coalition Uganda held a press conference today to inform the general public about the corruption rates in the country.
We see that this day actually presents an opportunity for state actors, civil society organizations, and other stakeholders, including the religious institutions, development partners, the academia, and media as well, to take stock of the progress made in the fight against corruption, but also devise strategies to address the challenges that we face as we fight graft. Commemorating this Anti-Corruption Day for this year is once again a reminder for us as a country to take stock of our anti-corruption efforts, reflect the challenges to the fight against corruption, but also we shall also be able to share opportunities that are available to help us as a country to address corruption.
Christine Biedingo from Uganda Debt Network adds that the day comes at a time when the country's corruption rate is increasing, losing over 1 trillion Uganda shillings annually.
The day comes at a time when the country is facing quite a number of challenges in the war against corruption. We have seen statistics from some of the institutions like the Inspectorate of Government showing that Uganda loses up to 9 trillion to corruption annually. And so we also see that the Corruption Perception Index for 2022 scored Uganda at 26% and putting us in 142 position out of the 180 countries that were assessed. So far this year, in 2023 alone, we see quite a number of corruption incidences that have already taken place. And these include the Mabati scandal that we all were aware of, at least.
Xavier Ejoyi, the country director at UNAID International Uganda, noted that this organization help in reminding the president of his mandate in the fight against corruption, especially corrupt officials.
We really want to implore the citizens to evaluate the people who they elected and they went to put their hands in the public till. They need to evaluate whether those people deserve to live. But for those who are appointed by the president owes them nothing. He does not owe them anything. He can actually sack them. That is the fight against corruption. So how do we help the president? We help as NGOs, as civil society, we help the president, number one, by reminding him of the powers that the Constitution and the people of Uganda have given him to do exactly what I've just described. Politically, those whom you appoint, who get involved in corruption, sack them. You don't owe them anything. You just appointed them, so it's also up to you to sack them.
He echoes that civil society organizations fighting corruption provide a platform to citizens in regards to the fight.
We provide, as civil society, a platform for citizens to engage in the fight against corruption. And this is what we are providing as organizations here. As my colleague here said, the fight against corruption is for everyone. Although the president leads that fight, and must be seen to lead it, each one of us in civil society, in the media, ordinary citizens also have that responsibility.
The best way, according to Christine from Uganda Debt Network, is for all citizens to be engaged in ending corruption.
The best way of commemorating this day is for us all to say no to corruption and to report all forms of corruption to the relevant authorities for their action. We also call upon government to increase funding and support to anti-corruption institutions to enable them execute their mandates. There is need for more coordination among the different anti-corruption actors. The weaknesses in the legal framework should also be addressed, especially related to asset recovery, witness protection, and citizens' access to information.
According to the biannual report, 3,504 corruption cases were reported from January 2022 to June 2023, and of these, only 1,528 were fully investigated. According to Transparency International, Uganda is ranked as the 142nd out of 180 in the Global Corruption Perception Index.